Where they at? The grown men.
Where are the good men?
Where are all the fucking men?
So where are the men?
Where are the good men?
Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it.
Where the fuck are the decent men in LA?
Serious question, where are the men?
Where are all the cute single men in Chicago?
So where are all the good men?
Where are the blue-collar men when they're not at work?
Where the fuck did all the good men go?
Where are all the good men?
Hey, just real quick, where are all the men?
So where is all the men?
Where are all the men?
Where do you find good men?
Where are we finding good men?
The grown men.
Where are all the fucking men?
You serious?
Gentlemen, we did it. The world kept telling men to sit down, shut up, and stop being a problem. And they finally listened. You spent years saying, "Leave us alone," and men actually did. Now you're standing in an empty room, looking around, wondering where everyone went. This isn't a mystery. It's the consequence of getting exactly what you asked for. Men didn't vanish. They withdrew, quietly, one by one. They stopped approaching, stopped explaining, stopped defending themselves. They built their own peace outside the noise. You called it avoidance, but really, it was exhaustion. The kind that comes from being treated like the villain just for showing up. And now that silence feels loud, doesn't it? The same men you dismissed as insecure or fragile simply stopped playing the game. No drama, no protest, no announcement, just gone. And for the first time, women are realizing that the absence of men doesn't just mean fewer relationships. It means the energy, the protection, the balance, all of it went with them. So when you ask, where are the men? The answer's simple. They're exactly where you told them to be, somewhere else.
No, it's not all men, but every time I take a walk anywhere in public and I see a bum-ass man, 9 times out of 10, I have to be like, every time I have to be like, oh my God, what is he going to say? Is he going to do something? Is he going to start following me? Like, what's he going to do? And I swear to God, I don't know about you other ladies, but literally 9 times out of 10 that I have walked past a stranger and I'm by myself and it's a man, they do say something or they do stare at you weirdly. And on rare occasions, they have followed me home. So it's literally like a 9 out of 10 chance that you're going to get harassed by a random man if they see the opportunity. So no, it's not all men, but it's enough for every single woman to have a reason to feel unsafe. Just for being a fucking woman, bro.
She's scared, and that part's real. No one deserves to feel unsafe just for walking in public. But the men she's describing, the ones who follow, stare, or harass, those aren't men. They're parasites. They're the kind of sick-minded people who think intimidation equals power. The sad part is, their behavior stains everyone else. Real men walk past quietly, minding their business, but still get watched like suspects for something they'd never do. Every decent man now moves differently because of them. They keep their distance, lower their eyes, cross the street just to make a woman feel safe. Not because they did anything wrong, but because someone else did. That's what those creeps took away. Trust. They turned something as simple as walking by into a silent negotiation of fear. The world taught women to stay alert and taught men to stay silent. Both sides live in defensive mode, both carrying tension they didn't create. Nobody's actually living, just surviving each other's trauma. The truth no one likes to admit is that society created this mess. It stripped boys of discipline, mocked masculinity, and then acted surprised when manhood became distorted. You can't erase guidance, respect, and purpose from a generation and expect balance. The result is chaos. Women scared of men, and men ashamed to be one. Real men understand why women feel afraid, but they also want that fear to stop defining every interaction. The fix isn't in hashtags or arguments. It's in raising men who protect instead of prey, who move with strength, not ego. Because the world doesn't need more tough talk. It needs men who make people around them feel safe just by existing.
Ladies, your job is to make his hard, not his life. Yes, I said it. Write it down, tattoo it, whatever you gotta do. But don't forget that. So many women today are out here doing the complete opposite. You nag him, you test him, you compete with him, you turn every little thing into a fight, and then you wonder why he's gone. Men don't fall in love with chaos. They don't. They don't fantasize about the drama you cause. They don't dream about a woman who feels like another job application that they have to pass. What men do crave, what makes them obsessed, is peace, laughter, admiration, a woman who makes them feel alive, not drained. You want the real psychological cheat code? Playfulness. Laugh with him, joke with him. Laughter is foreplay, ladies. You think random memes on the internet and sending them to him is funny? Think again. Men think a woman who can tease him and have fun is 10 times sexier. Next is respect. Nothing makes a man's chest puff out faster than being admired. A simple, "I love how you handled that," will light him up more than a bikini picture ever will. The next is soft feminine energy. Stop trying to outman your man. He doesn't need a competitor at home. He needs a woman who makes him feel steady, grounded, and wanted. So yeah, make him hard, not his life. The world already beats him up enough out there, so be the woman who builds him up, makes him laugh, admires him for who he is, and trust me, you will never have to chase commitment. He already will be yours.
Make him hard, not his life. She's cooking with this one. Everything she said is exactly what men have been screaming into the void for years. Most guys don't want luxury. They want peace. A woman who doesn't turn every small issue into a full-blown debate. Someone who lets him exhale when he walks through the door, instead of feeling like he just clocked into another shift. Too many women want a man they can compete with, not connect with. You don't win him over by out-talking him or proving you're stronger. You win him by being the only person who doesn't make him defend himself at home. Men don't fall for chaos. They fall for peace they can trust. Men stay where they feel calm. That's it. Not the loudest, not the most glamorous. The one who feels like home. Give him that mix of peace, respect, and playfulness, and you won't have to ask for commitment. He'll give it on his own.
Men need to start putting in effort,
Please.
because we are tired of these minimal conversations of all the women holding the conversation and then the guy just like saying nothing. If you don't like me, stop texting me. Stop hanging out with me. I'm so confused on why there's like no effort, but then you're just like still in like entertaining the idea.
Do not respond to me if you're not into it. Don't like just save me the fucking time of day. God. Fucking A. I can't.
No, literally. But then when we are like, you know what, never mind, we don't like this, and then we just stop replying to you, you guys come back 2 weeks later and you're all obsessed. And they're like, oh my god, when am I gonna see you again? What happened? I'm so sad. I don't like you.
We don't. You're done.
You.
You are off the radar.
Yeah. So this whole like epidemic that you guys are going through, it's all your fault. So try harder. It's not hard.
Try harder? Nah, men already did that. They wrote the long texts, planned the dates, tried to keep things flowing, and got hit with ghosting, dry replies, or the classic, "I'm just not ready right now." After a while, you stop playing the fool. Now guys just mirror the vibe. You send one-word replies, they'll match it. Nobody's wasting energy writing essays to someone who can't even type a full sentence. She's calling it an epidemic, but it's just balance finally kicking in. Men learned that effort isn't rewarded anymore. It's mocked. Every time they showed genuine interest, it got labeled too much, so they started pulling back. Now they stay quiet, stack their cash, hit the gym, and put that focus somewhere it actually matters. That's not laziness, that's adaptation. Men didn't suddenly stop caring, they stopped performing. You can't keep clowning effort and expect consistency. Every guy eventually figures it out. Attention isn't respect, and peace hits harder than validation. So yeah, they stopped trying. Not because they're cold, but because they finally learned when to stop giving energy to the wrong places.
I have to say I feel sorry for some of you men out there in the dating world because it is 2025. I'm a 38-year-old female, and these women out here even confuse me. Some women out here putting Jesus in their bio, but then you go look at their stuff and it's nothing but thirst traps, lustful, seductive content. I mean, the modern day woman calls serving your husband oppression, but yet will have no problem going out and serving a male boss and cry that that's empowerment. And real feminine energy is not sexual marketing like the modern day woman might tell you. Y'all are getting seduction and femininity like completely confused. And I've said it before, but a lot of women have this long laundry list of unrealistic criteria that they want in a man, but yet they bring nothing to the table. And we don't talk about that. We tell the women, no, you are a queen, you will be treated as such, but we're not teaching women how to be wives these days. And I would go out on a limb and say that most of the women out in the modern day dating culture do not actually have standards. They have entitlement and accountability, a woman's kryptonite. Some of you ladies are going to die alone, still blaming men for the choices that you made.
Bro, she's spitting. You can tell she's seen the game from both sides. The women posting Bible verses right next to thirst traps, calling it feminine energy. Meanwhile, men are just at home playing video games, chilling with no drama, because dealing with that kind of double standard feels like a part-time job. It's not fear, it's fatigue. Serving your husband is oppression, but serving your boss is empowerment. Bro, that's the plot twist of the century. She'll make coffee for Steve in accounting with a smile, but asking her to bring her man a plate suddenly violates human rights. That's how upside down it's gotten. Everyone wants soft life vibes, but only if someone else is paying for it. And that's why so many dudes just checked out. They realized peace hits harder than validation. No chasing, no guessing, no walking on eggshells trying to prove they're one of the good ones. Just quiet, freedom, and a controller in their hand. You can call it avoidance if you want. They call it finally being free.
I need a boyfriend, but not for the reasons that you think. I need a boyfriend for my safety because men are weird. Men are strange. Tell me why. I was just in the grocery store and I was filming something, just like a front-facing camera walking, and this guy at the deli counter, because I was filming like right there, he was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "What?" Okay. Sorry, I don't want boar's head. What are we talking about? And I was like, "Oh, I'm filming something, like, that's it." And he was like, "Wow, like, going to be in it? You want to be in it?" And I'm like, "No, like, just doing like a solo film, like it's like a vlog, you know?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, like, what's your name then?" And I'm like, we need to stop. I don't want to be rude and walk away, but I'm like, what's going on? Like, literally, you're in an apron that says low sodium, 10% off, asking me what my Instagram is, and I don't want to be like, "Fuck your mom." Like, okay, like, I'm gonna be cordial, but I'm just like, and I have like frozen peas in my hand melting away, and he's like, "You live around here?" I'm like, "My guy, your tooth is decaying and I can smell it from here. Like, please get behind the counter and cut the slices thin, because what's going on?"
She says she needs a boyfriend for safety, but then turns around and calls men dangerous. All right, go walk into the woods and ask the bear how that goes. That's what this whole thing sounds like now. You want protection from the same group you swear is the problem. Men are being treated like predators until someone's car breaks down or a noise goes off in the middle of the night. Then suddenly, they're security guards again. It's wild how backward it's gotten. You can't keep blaming all men while still depending on them for safety. That's not empowerment. That's confusion. The bear doesn't care about your boundaries, your followers, or your iced coffee vlog. But sure, keep pretending the problem is men. Some of these women don't want safety. They want control over when masculinity benefits them.
Men with no hose. Where are you?
So the men with hose are up here, receiving all of the attention from the hose, including you. And the men without hose are down here, trying to contact you on Bumble and not receiving an answer. Hope that helps.
The same women crying, "Where are the good men?" are busy orbiting the ones juggling 5 others. Meanwhile, the guys without a lineup are left talking to walls on dating apps. It's not a shortage. It's a selection problem. The loud ones get chased, the loyal ones get ghosted, and somehow, it's still men's fault. That's it for today, gents. Like and subscribe. MGTOW forever.